Futures trading nuts and bolts. Futures trading is an important aspect of commercial trade all over the world. It allows producers and consumers of financial products, agriculture, and other natural resources to better anticipate and lock in future prices. And like many different aspects of life, comes with its own unique vocabulary and processes that you need to understand before placing that first trade. In this video, we will focus on two key concepts of futures trading every trader needs to understand: futures symbology and contract specifications. Futures symbology. Understanding the structure of future symbols is critical for placing accurate trades, knowing the expiration date of the contract, and creating price charts for analysis. All future symbols are comprised of three elements: the symbol root, the contract expiration month, and the contract expiration year. The symbol root is one or more characters that identify the exact futures market to trade. For example, ES, the mini S&P 500, CL, crude oil, GC, gold, and all the others. The symbol roots for all markets can be found on the NinjaTrader website. At NinjaTrader, the contract expiration month is a three-letter abbreviation like JAN for January, JUN for June, or DEC for December. The exact day of the month a contract expires varies for each future contract and can be found in the contract specifications. Finally, the contract expiration year is the two-number year. For example, 24 equals 2024. Here are a few examples. MES, December 2023. CL, November 2023. GC, April 2024. Contract specifications. Unfortunately, at one time or another, every futures trader makes a costly order placement error related to not knowing the contract specifications of the market they are trading. It happens to almost everybody. You can greatly reduce the risk of these kinds of mistakes simply by double-checking the contract specifications before starting to trade any new symbol. And although some futures in a group may share some of the same specifications, every future is unique in some way. Contract specifications are set by the futures exchange. The key specifications to know include 1. Session trading hours, both session start and end times for your time zone. 2. The contract value and the minimum price fluctuation. And 3. The expiration date and first notice date of the contract. Let's start with trading hours. Every future has a daily session start time and end time when all trading occurs. Trading cannot occur outside these times. Many futures can be traded virtually 24 hours a day on the CME Globex system, which provides overnight online trading from Sunday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to Friday 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. It is important to note that many futures have a reduced day trading margin requirement as long as you close positions before the session end time. If you hold a position through the closing time of the next trading session, the position will require the full overnight margin. Contract value and minimum price fluctuation. The dollar value of the price movement for a futures contract is determined by the contract value and the minimum price increment. The contract value is the amount of a product or asset represented by the futures contract, and the minimum price fluctuation is the minimum price increment the contract can be traded. Together, these values calculate the value of a minimum price move. For example, crude oil futures are based on a 1,000-barrel contract and have a minimum price increment of 1 cent, which means each minimum price fluctuation is worth $10. If you buy one contract of crude oil and it goes up 20 cents, or 20 minimum price fluctuations, you made $200 in profit. $10 times 20 minimum price increments. Another example, the micro E-mini S&P futures have a contract value of $5 and a minimum price increment of 25 cents, which means each minimum price fluctuation is worth $1.25. If you buy one contract of the E-mini and it goes down by $10 or 40 minimum price fluctuations, you lose $50. $1.25 times 40 minimum price increments. Generally, the greater the value of a futures contract, the greater the overall risk, and the greater the margin required. Expiration dates. All futures have an expiration date where trading ceases and contracts are settled into either cash or the physical commodity is delivered. Make sure you know how the contract you are trading is settled. Physically delivered futures have a specification called first notice date, which is the first date a buyer can be assigned delivery. If you don't want to take delivery, make sure to close or roll your position before first notice date. Don't worry, although commercial traders might take delivery of a commodity, if a retail trader fails to offset a deliverable position, the trader's retail broker, including NinjaTrader, will automatically close a client's position to avoid delivery. The actual day of the month for the expiration date and the first notice date is determined by the contract specifications. Many financial futures instruments expire on the third Friday of the month in a quarterly cycle: March, June, September, and December. But many other futures have unique expiration and first notice dates based on harvesting or production cycles. Once a contract expires, the next contract month becomes the active front month contract for trading. This rollover often happens a few days before the actual expiration date as trading volume increases and surpasses the expiring contract volume. The important takeaways here are to always thoroughly know what you're trading and to make it your routine to double-check the contract specs before trading any new symbol so you can help reduce the chances of making a costly trading mistake. Trading is not for everyone, but with patience and a determination to learn, you can open up a world of opportunities and personal growth. We want to thank you for spending this time watching these videos, and hopefully they've been useful in starting you on your trading journey. This concludes part 1 of Developing the Trader in You. Part 2 of this series will discuss how traders use technology. Please feel free to leave us your comments by emailing us at learn@ninjatrader.com.